प्रसन्नं प्रेमस्वरूपं ब्रजभावयुक्तं योगीन्द्रमीड्यं भवरोग वैद्यं गुरुं कृपालुं प्रणमामि नित्यम्। कस्तूरी तिलकं ललाटपटले वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभं नासाग्रे वरमौक्तिकं करतले वेणु करे कंकणं सर्वांगे हरि चंदनं सुललितं कंठे च मुक्तावली गोपस्त्री परिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपाल चूड़ामणि। नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेच्छन् ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रणोति तस्मै तद्देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्भवे शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। Eternal seekers of divine bliss, let us begin with a couple of minutes of divine name chanting before I continue this talk from yesterday. Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Radhe Govinda साकार श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की, रसिक रमणी गोपी जनों की। अब आप लोग सावधान हो जाएं, प्लीज पे अटेंशन। Meditation means healing. It is the process of purifying this mind of ours, which is covered with layers and layers and layers of impurities gathered through countless past lives. If you have a mirror and it hasn't been cleaned for, say, 40, 50 years, can you see your image in it? It's covered with dust. So only when you clean the dust of the mirror, you'll be able to see yourself. In the same way, this mirror of the mind is covered with impurities, negativities, which we have gathered through countless lifetimes. And meditation is the process of cleansing this mind. That's why it is said, Maner Smaran Pran, Thakur Mahashaya said, that man se smaran in the scriptures is called dhyan smaran. This is the very life, the very essence of all spiritual practice. Main thing is the mind. Dharma swanishtita punsam vishvaksena kathasuya Notpadaye Vyadiratim Shramaye Vahi Kevalam 128 Bhagavad Puran. Spiritual practices which involve only our physical self, हाथ से पूजा कर रहे हैं, or we went to have darshan, different temples with our eyes, or we are reading some book. All these practices, fasting, etc., devoid of the involvement of the mind, is just a waste of effort. It's not going to give us any kind of benefit. It's like, example that's given is, rice, when it's grown in the field and it's taken, then there is a husk on top of the rice. And what is done is actually pound. In the villages they pound the rice and the husk is separated and they take the rice. And nowadays machines are doing it. So one person was pounding the rice and another one was watching. And he saw, wow, this person has got so much of rice from what he's been pounding. So he waited. The person took the rice and left. He said, now I also am going to do the same thing. So he kept pounding, but he didn't get anything. Why? Because he was pounding the husk. All that remained was the husk. In the same way, all spiritual practices devoid of the involvement of the mind is similar to this, because it's the mind that needs to be involved. The mind is diseased. Manas rog kachuk mein gaye. The diseases of the mind are more formidable than all diseases that we may possibly have physically. Now I said, in order to benefit from meditation and know what is the right process of meditation, as I said today, there are as many techniques of meditation as number of people meditating. So we have to go to the base and find out, why should I meditate? What is the purpose? Our whole life, as I said, revolves around the goal of peace and happiness. That's what we want. Whatever we plan, practice, ultimately is, I want to be happy, I want to be at peace, isn't it? Now, peace or happiness is of two kinds. One is temporary peace and happiness, and one is permanent, everlasting peace and happiness. The first kind of happiness, temporary, we experience that, don't we? Every day. Temporary happiness, it comes and goes. And what happens is, this temporary happiness is not fulfilling. It's not complete. So the end result is that we are dissatisfied, we are restless, we are frustrated and stressed. Because we haven't got what we are searching for. We did get something, but it left. It was temporary. So obviously, meditation is about seeking that permanent happiness. So when people experience this stress and frustration in daily life, they're bound to, because it's all temporary. They don't get anything permanent. So what do? They try all sorts of meditation techniques which we spoke about. Focusing on the breath, the psychic centers, etc., etc. Mindful meditation, all these are very, very popular because when people utilize these techniques, they do experience a calmness because they're very restless. So when they follow these techniques, they experience calm and balance. But till anger, greed, jealousy, desire, etc., they reside within the mind, then they are going to quickly deprive us of the benefits we have to receive from these different kinds of meditations. So that experience that we have through other techniques, they are incomplete and not everlasting, they are temporary. That's why we need to find out which meditation is going to lead to a permanent experience of peace and happiness. So beyond this material world is the world, the divine world, the world of the Supreme Being, that is God. So from this it is obvious, it's very obvious that meditation means meditating directly upon God, because He is a pure divine personality, and meditating on Him, contemplating on Him is going to lead to purity of the mind. And as this mind becomes pure, we will gradually experience that peace and happiness which is permanent through this kind of meditation. So we have to meditate on that which is pure, because that meditation is going to gradually tackle these diseases. These diseases of this mind will be tackled by that. And because we are meditating upon that Supreme Personality, who is the reservoir of unlimited, countless divine qualities, we will gradually start acquiring what you call Daivi Gun. Daivi Gun means truth and non-violence, tolerance, compassion. These qualities will gradually start coming into us because the personality we are meditating upon is the reservoir of these qualities. Now, when this meditation, we discussed Sakar, Nirakar, meditating on formless and form and the advantages, and I also mentioned to you that we must focus on one form. One form focus is important because we have to develop a connection. As I said, most people, they want to keep everybody so that whenever they are in trouble, if Ganesh is not going to listen, they'll call Hanumanji to come and help, or they'll call Lord Shiva. Tomorrow is Shivratri, right? So it has to be Lord Shiva, isn't it? These are all one. Different forms and different names. Remember that. There is one Supreme Being, and worship of one amounts to worship of all automatically. You do not need to go to each individual form of the Divine Personality. No sense. Worship one. And this worship of one is obviously going to help in your concentration. And I also mentioned that this devotion, this connection with God, we have to establish or meditate upon or adopt a relationship. That's very important. He's not God Almighty somewhere up there who's giving us rewards and punishing us for what we have done wrong. No. We belong to Him. So choose any kind of relationship that your mind can relate to. We have all got different past life sanskars. So therefore, what we can relate to can be different. So we have a choice of accepting God, Shri Krishna. I said the choice is yours. You can decide on whichever form of God, but Sab avatar madhur Govind Radhe, Krishna avatar madhurati madhur. Bata, the sweetest, the most lovable, the most compassionate, merciful form of God. They're all one. Just keep remembering that. It's up to you what you choose. But the saints have declared that Sri Krishna is the most lovable, the most beautiful, and so many leelas for us to contemplate on. Beautiful, so many names. And this is the reason why. Why did God descend to this earth amongst us? What did He get? The reason behind His descension is that He gave us the support. Paranugraha evahi. One reason for descent. Not to kill those demons or not to establish righteousness. We hear of all these reasons. No. Main reason is Kripa, Kripa, Kripa. He wanted to shower His grace on us and give us that subject matter so that we could remember His names, we could think of His form, we could contemplate on His divine pastimes, we could even go to His divine abodes. We still have Vrindavan and thousands, the numbers of people going to Vrindavan, Ayodhya, you know how many, they are increasing. So you have all this support things for us so that we can focus the mind. You see, the mind has got a wide area of focus in the material world. And we have to give the mind something which is going to be interesting to the mind. The mind doesn't want to be restrained. You think about the flame, you think about the dot, focus on your breath. It doesn't want any restraint. It wants to have a freedom. So when we contemplate on God with a form and also establish a relationship, He's my friend, He's my child, then that allows freedom to the mind to contemplate on Him with love and devotion. And when you adopt a relationship, what happens? Thinking about Sri Krishna, oh, He's my friend. And how much of grace He showers on anybody who accepts Him as His friend. He never leaves that person. You're thinking about Him. You derive joy in thinking about Him. There is a sweetness, isn't it? Oh, He's mine. I belong to Him. That feeling of closeness. When you have a feeling of closeness to people in the material world, don't you enjoy thinking about them? Many a times you haven't seen the person. And you think about the person. A person finds out that he has another sister and parents had given that sister away to somebody to look after because they didn't have a child. I have a sister. Yeah, you have a sister. She is 2 years younger to you. Now the thinking has started. My sister, my sister. Do you have a photo? I want to see her. I want to go and meet her. See, it's happened. You didn't have to tell your mind, come on, keep thinking about her, keep thinking about her. No. Because there was a feeling, we belong to each other. In the same way, this understanding that we belong, we means I mean the soul. If you have paid attention to how I addressed you before I start the lecture, I say you are eternal seekers of divine bliss. That's what we are. We are seeking divine bliss. And I also said we are divine souls. So the more we contemplate, think that I am a divine soul, and I'm a part of Sri Krishna. He declared that every soul is a part of me, an eternal part of me. The more we contemplate, you see, revision is important. How did we become attached to the world? Constant thinking, constant thinking. The world is mine. Isme sukh hai, isme sukh hai. How does a person become an alcoholic? Right? Was he born, and the moment he was born, did he say, I'm not going to drink milk, I want alcohol? Did he say that? No. Then, as he grew up and went to college and there was a group of friends, they kept persuading him, come on, join us. They regularly went to the pub and they pushed the boy. And the boy enjoyed the company of those friends of his. And because of that, he went with them. And when he went with them, then they started pushing him. Just have a little. Just a little. Give us company. That's how they start. Company, company, company. And after that, what happens? Every day, little company. And then they're giving him a free drink. Because they want him to be a part of their own fold. So first he enjoys a free drink. And then after that, when he becomes an alcoholic, he becomes a drunkard, then what happens? Then they get the free drinks from him. Because that's what's going to happen. But how did this happen? Constant revision. It didn't happen in one day. That company and little by little, sevan kiya. Same process. We always say it's difficult. But this is the way we got attached to the world. Constant thinking. Now we have to repeat that same process. And you will only repeat the same process when you have the right understanding, the right knowledge and right wisdom. Why? We all want perfect happiness. We all want unlimited happiness. We all want divine bliss. And if you want that, then that's where you will get it. This world is temporary. You're going to be frustrated again and again and again. And there will always be unhappiness, misery, suffering. The cycle of birth and death will never stop. This is the only way out. So, in the world what happens? Pehle sukh, baad mein dukh. Bhagwan ke area mein, pehle dukh. Dukh means because you are struggling. You're not able to focus. The mind is always running to the world because that's where it has always been. Habituated. But the mind, whatever habit it starts developing, then it starts focusing. It has to become a habit, a regular habit. Who am I? So we must take our time, the right wisdom. I said from the beginning, our wrong understanding, our ignorance that there is true happiness in the world is always taking us there and bringing us to state of stress and restlessness, and we are looking for a way out. So let's come to the main part of meditation now. We have understood that meditation on one form and meditation with a relationship is going to be allow free play to the mind, and not only that, we will start enjoying thinking. Gradually it will come to that stage that we will enjoy this. It will give us not only a peace, but also we will start continuously thinking. When we think, I belong to him, I have a relationship with him. And this sense of belonging, apnatva, will bring in that love and devotion, and gradually meditation will start becoming a part of your daily routine without you having to push your mind. So Roopdhyan meditation is a concept that Shri Maharaj has again and again and again reminded all the seekers who came to his fold. It's all over in his literature as well, whatever he has said. Meditating lovingly on the form of God. Now for beginning, yesterday I said, the first thing we do is to find a secluded place. Because the mind is very fickle, isn't it? So if you already have got disturbance, then meditation becomes difficult. So choose a secluded place and try to stick to that time every day. Otherwise the mind is going to suggest alternates. Okay, not maybe in the evening, and when the evening comes, oh, I'm tired. Tomorrow, then day after. This is what happens. So we stick to that particular time so that we don't miss this appointment. You are having an appointment with the King of Kings, God Himself. So look forward to that appointment. Don't miss it. You never know what grace, what experience is going to give you. So if we stick to that. Now the next thing is, try to sit upright. Asina Sambhava. All these points are there in the Brahma Sutra 418. Then the next is Dhyanacha. When we call somebody in the world, right? The person is standing there and you call out to the person. Just call that person who just came up just now. So you don't remember the name, but you remember the face. So before calling out to the person's form has come into your mind, how he appears. And here we are chanting the name of God without thinking about Him. So it's just going to be a mechanical, physical drill. So Dhyanacha 419. Achalatvam chapeksha. As I said, don't choose, sit relaxed on the sofa and then gradually what will happen, couple of pillows here and there, and then it's easy to fall asleep because the mind is not concentrating. And the best thing is, without knowing it, you go into a samadhi. So try to be as erect as possible. However, there are no hard and fast rules. Once we get into that mood of meditation, no matter where you are or how you're sitting, you'll start enjoying it. But initially, there are these small little rules. Now, we are ready. The first thing that we do is to remove all the titles that we identify ourselves with. The first title is your name, and then I am the father of such and such a person, I am the brother of this one, I am the son of this one, and this is my house. So all these externals, I'm a Punjabi, I'm a Gujarati, I'm a Christian, I'm this. All these external titles, I'm an IT consultant, I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor. These are all titles of the body. I am a soul. And I belong to Sri Krishna. And it is forgetfulness of Him that has trapped me in this world of Maya. So you take yourself out of this physical, material body and you imagine yourself with a spirit divine body. This is called Bhavde. A body that you have created with your mind, a divine body. We are divine souls. A beautiful body, because it has to be beautiful and pure enough that we are going to approach Sri Krishna. So with this special body, the divine spirit body, I don't belong to anything or anybody in the world. I am His. And then we cross over this area of material world, and the scriptures tell us that there is a Virja Nadi, and beyond this Virja Nadi is all the other divine lokas. These are eternal abodes. The abode of Sri Krishna, Golok, The abode of Lord Ram is Saket Lok. The abode of Mahavishnu is Vaikunt. So all these divine abodes are beyond this river. They are beyond this realm of Maya. Now we are approaching Golok. That's where our Sri Krishna is. And within Golok, at the very center, is the divine abode of Vrindavan, the very center. Now because we want a loving form of Sri Krishna is different. Even in his avatar, we have Sri Krishna of Mahabharata. Some people like that form. Sri Krishna in Dwarika, Sri Krishna in Mathura, then there's Sri Krishna in Braj as well. But those who go into intense, that experience of love which Rasik saints tell us about, they choose to have Sri Krishna of Vrindavan, Radha and Krishna. So we are approaching that divine abode of Vrindavan. And in that abode, everything is Sri Krishna. The trees, the birds, the river, everything is divine over there. And you're standing at the edge of Vrindavan and waiting. When will I gain entrance over here? When will I see my Sri Krishna? And your Guru is with you and you pray to him, please grace me that I'm able to have darshan of Sri Krishna. I know I don't have the pure heart, but yet I know you can give me some grace, at least I have a glimpse of him. Now after that you have two kinds of meditation. One is a meditation of separation, where you are crying out, when will that day come? I hear I belong to you, but I spent countless lifetimes in ignorance in this material world and have accepted everybody in this world as mine. And every time I come, we are separated. Today we are, tomorrow we are gone. The separation is inevitable. But yet I have accepted the world as mine. When will that day come when I will be able to see you and you will accept me as yours? I belong to you. So this is called Roopdhyan, a feeling of intense separation. The more we have it, the more we feel the grace and presence of Sri Krishna. And the other form of Roopdhyan is Milan. Milan Roopdhyan is when you are waiting for a darshan and you see this beautiful light coming towards you, and you also a fragrance that you have never experienced in your life. An intoxicating fragrance fills your whole being, and suddenly your ears are also, they receive the beautiful notes of that flute of Sri Krishna. You are unable to contain yourself, you're waiting. Because every sense is able to experience Sri Krishna coming. You can also hear the sweet jingling of his anklets as he's coming closer. Now your eyes are waiting for the darshan. And as soon as you see him coming, that enchanting smile, his eyes full of love for you, and his beautiful black ringlets of hair falling on his face and kissing his cheeks, and the yellow pitambar which he's wearing is fluttering in the breeze. You're watching this beautiful sight of Sri Krishna. Is he actually coming towards me? Is he coming towards me? And then you just rush towards him, fall at his feet. Experience the softness. There's no comparison of his lotus feet and the fragrance that is there. And you're crying uncontrollably. At last, I've reached home. I'm with him whom I belong to. And then, as you are crying, suddenly you feel the softness, the touch of his hands. He is lifting you up. And He embracing you. That embrace, experience that immense ecstasy of that embrace from Him. Something that you have never known of for countless lifetimes. Finally, that fire within you, the desire for love, now you experience it. And Sri Krishna very sweetly and lovingly says to you, you are mine. I've just given you a rough outline. So as far as meditation is concerned, you can dwell on any form of Sri Krishna, whatever shringar you want to do, you have a free play, you want to enjoy the divine sports of the water sports. So you are also bathing in the Yamuna and you see Sri Krishna is also there. So you have a complete, the main point is to dwell on Him, to contemplate on the divine. That's the whole purpose. So there are no hard and fast rules at all that your meditation should be like this. I mentioned to you that Shri Maharaj gives us, makes it so easy for us to understand. He said if you love football, then you can play football with Sri Krishna. And then if you think, oh, I don't want to dress him up that way, the way I see in the pictures, okay, fine, you can dress him up in jeans. What's it happened? Vrindavan, Biharji temple, I don't know why, but the priest dressed Sri Krishna in jeans with a mobile in hand. That's the way we understand it. It hit the newspapers and it created a lot of commotion. And there was crowds over there protesting and all that was happening over there. It was all in the newspapers and Maharaj was in Barsana. And he said, look at them. What are they protesting about? I myself say you can dress him up the way you want to. It's up to you. So long as you do it lovingly, it's all accepted. I always say that, and they are sitting and making such big protest about it. So what? He can wear anything that you want him to wear. So to say, meditation with a relationship on the loving form, and I said we have to just completely reject all these binding titles of the physical form and imagine ourselves as spirit souls with a divine body. So Viraha and Milandhan. Now let us, today we will just watch a beautiful, as I said, any relationship. So we're going to have a Bal Leela, which has been described by Sri Maharaj in his compositions. And the way he describes it, it's very, very vivid. And today we have AI doing a lot of things for us. So you can take a positive, you make a positive use of it, and there are also other dangerous uses that people are making of it. But here you're going to enjoy a lovely small little leela of how Sri Krishna has been woken up by the mother. Just as in the world. You know, children, when you wake them up, they want to sleep. They're very sleepy, right? So their eyes are full of that sleep and they find it difficult to open their eyes. And mother is there waking up Sri Krishna, and very reluctantly he gets up, and whilst he has been woken up, then what happens? She's trying to make him get up to walk because it's time for him to bathe and do everything. So whilst he's walking, when children are half asleep, you know, they're not able to walk. They're half falling and half walking because the eyes are full of sleep. So all this has been described and you've been given that composition so that you can follow this beautiful video that's being shown. And after that, we are going to do our own meditation through another composition. He's unable to open his eyes. All the words are there. So you can follow from that. Sri Krishna or bring Sri Krishna into your mind, whichever way. Enter into his world. Why are we getting trapped in this material world again and again? We belong to him. And his ever sweet pastimes. So that's why Roopdhyan takes your mind into that other world and not only purifies your mind, but you also start enjoying it as you watch. The words are very, very vivid. Here it was made into a picture thing, but lots of things are coming up like this to facilitate our meditation. Now we have another beautiful Bal Leela composition here. You can see that because he's so sleepy, he's unable to walk, and for the fear of falling down, in between he opens his eyes, I shouldn't fall down, and his mother is making sure he doesn't go back to bed, because obviously when children, they are still sleepy, then whenever they get a chance, they want to go back to bed. So Maya is making sure about that. Now what's happening today? Today, he has learned how to walk. When children learn how to walk, they watch everybody walking and they feel, I also want to walk. And very excited about it. So, but their feet are not, the legs are not so strong, they're not practiced. So how do they walk? They walk a few steps and then he stands up. Because when you have to walk, first the child holds on to something to stand up. With two of his feet, he stands up, and then what happens after a few steps? We've seen this happening, he falls down. Because the practice is not there, so he falls down. So think of Sri Krishna. We have seen this happening in the world with our children. But Sri Krishna, what a beautiful, beautiful sight it is. Watching him, learning how to walk, and then again he's falling. Then Pune, because he knows that he's not able to walk too much on his feet, then what does he do? He crawls. Because he has a good habit. You know, on fours, when they go, it's called Gutuvani. Gavani taha pohchat. He wants to reach near the door. You know, children love to move out of the house. So he knew that with walking the way he was, he would never get there. He'd keep falling. So what did he do? On all fours. He crawled. He wanted to go to the door, to the threshold. I want to go out of the house. So then how do I go out? He reached, because he crawled very fast to get there. And when he reached there, he tried. Thresholds are about this much. And for a child to cross over is not easy. So, little Lala, what is he doing? He's trying with his hands, with his feet, and even trying to lift up his body. Udar means the stomach. So with his whole body he's trying, I want to go across to the other side. So, Karapada Udar Sabay Chalubal. However I can. Sometimes he puts this hand, sometimes he puts that hand, sometimes he puts both his hands, then he puts one leg across. So you can imagine that. This is all Roopdhyan. You're thinking of him. So, Langa Nachat, he wants to cross over the threshold. That's his plan. So he's trying his level best in every way. Then what happens? Langi na sakayo. But after so much effort, trying again and again, using all his strength, not able to do it. So what did he do? He started crying, bawling. When children are not able to get what they want or do what they are, they start crying loudly, isn't it? So that's what he did. Machayo rodana, dali mat bihar. So when Maya heard him crying, she came running to see what's happening. And she saw that this is what is the whole thing. He wants to cross over to the other side, he's not able to, he's still so small, using his hands and feet and everything. So Maharaj is saying, just look at the Leela of that Supreme Personality. That Supreme Personality who's with the mere thought, the entire universe goes through pralaya, right? and he's not able to cross the threshold. These are Bal Leelas he performed to please his devotees and give them a chance of contemplating on them, enjoying them. So, Banka Blikuti Jai Pralaya Sokar Leela Bal Rasal. Just raising his eyebrow brings about the solution to the entire universe. And look at his Leela now. The small little threshold he's not able to cross, that is his Leela. So Maya wants to pacify. When children cry, mothers have to pacify the child. So she promises him, don't worry, I'm going to have this threshold removed. So you won't have any problem at all. Jani Rovahu Mero Lal Kal, tomorrow I'll do it. I'll remove the threshold so you'll have no problem. You can go out whenever you want to. Just pacifying him. And what else do the mothers do? Now, he's still not very happy because the threshold has not allowed him to go to the other side. So what does she do? Imi Kripalu Kai Hari Duladaval. She's trying to pacify him, she's giving him love, holding him in her lap. And at the same time with one hand, she's hitting that threshold. Why did you make my child cry? This is mothers normally do to pacify the child. So this is the Bal Leela of Sri Krishna, learning how to walk, falling, crawling and trying to cross over the threshold. So we can have our own imagination of whatever Leela you want to. But this is a beautiful composition by Maharaj, and he describes everything so vividly. It's as if she can actually watch that, the way he describes it. So we will go through it, and as I've explained to you, we can try and meditate as well. You can repeat the words as I sing, or look at the paper. If you look at the paper, you can't meditate. So you try to repeat the words, listening to me. Thumaki, thumaki, Nandlal, chalana lage. Thumaki, thumaki, Nandlal, chalana lage. Thumaki, thumaki, Nandlal, chalana lage. Thumaki, thumaki, Thade hot pag dvaik chalat puri. Thade hot pag dvaik chalat puri. Giri 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 Bharat Gopal Chalana Lage. Giri Bharat Gopal Chalana Lage. Puni Ghuturu Gavani tapuchat Puni Guruvani Gavani tapuchat Jahan Dehari Vishal Chalana lage. Jahan Dehari Vishal Chalana lage. Karpad udar sabay लांघन चाह तत्काल चलन लागे चाह तत्काल चलन लागे लांघे न सके मचाए रोदन लागी न सके मचाए रोदन गारी मातु बेहाल चलन लागे गौरी मातु बेहाल चलन लागे जनी रोवहु मेरो लाल काल जनी रोवहु मेरो लाल काल बेघरी देऊ निकाल चलन लागे कृपालु कही हरि दुलरावती कृपालु कही हरि दुलरावती देहरी ताड़ती आय चलन We rush through this because time is telling us is getting over, but you can just absorb yourself in just one line. How he's walking a little and then falling down, and again the pitambar that Yashoda has tied to him, it falls off. Because how can he take care of these things? Children, naturally, when they are walking, they have no, they cannot even hold their clothes. So she's trying to put the clothes on again on him. Anything that you want to, just get absorbed in thinking about him. So meditation should be regular. Regular as we have our meals. We have meals regularly. Same way. Meditation should be a regular part of our life. True, we have surrounded ourselves with multifarious activities and pleasures. So when you are told to take out some time, then you find it difficult. I'm very busy, it's difficult. But if you work around your routine, and think this is the most important thing which I need to do in human life, then there will be some inconvenience because we have filled our 24 hours with so many things we need to do. But if we think about it and rearrange our time, there will be inconvenience, but the benefit that we will get will be far more than what we have inconvenienced. So, this repetition will get us there. At present, with most people, most of the time there is forgetfulness of God. Our remembrance of God is very lukewarm. That drive is not there. Okay, fine, I'll listen and all that. I enjoyed it. It's lukewarm. The desperateness that we have for a lot of things in the world. Somebody wants to be a multimillionaire, somebody wants to be a minister. How they pursue that goal, isn't it? Whether it's business, it's work, whatever it is. So that drive, it comes with constant contemplation, with grace and prayer. And as I said, chanting is an important part of a meditation. Why? Because chanting helps to reduce the wandering of the mind. Otherwise the mind runs away. So that reduces wandering, and not only that, God resides in His name. When He descends in this world, He comes and with all His names. One day He leaves and goes back to His abode, but He leaves His names behind for us to use as a support. And millions of people with the support of the divine name and meditation, they have reached their goal. So prayer, whatever you feel helpless, just express that to Sri Krishna. Look, this is what I'm doing. I've got more attachment to the people in the world. I devote most of my time to my business, this, that and the other. Please help me that I'm able to realize and have more love for you. Whatever you do. So prayer, chanting along with meditation, increasing our longing. Till we realize that forgetfulness of God is actually a disease. It's a disease which is actually bringing all that misery and suffering in our lives. So this is the most important part. And today is a very special day. What special day is it? For most people it's Valentine's Day, right? But not for those who have connected to Shri Maharaj, the fifth original Jagadguru. He worked tirelessly throughout his life to get everyone to focus the mind. They were doing everything that they needed to in the world, but mind was focused. So every occasion we taught how to focus. And that is including today's day, St. Valentine's Day. He found out that this day, it's being celebrated all over the world. What is it about? And he was told it's about love. Love. And people are using it as a connection in the material world. They don't know what love is. So he explains in many of his lectures that this word love or prem is actually an intimate divine energy of Sri Krishna himself. He has countless powers, and out of them the highest, the most intimate is prem. It's a power of his. It's not what we are using with each other. We use the word love all the time. I love you, but we do not know what love is about. So he explained that love in the world is about to take, or give and take. That's what it is. But true love is about giving, only giving, unconditional, pure love. And this belongs to the realm of God. And this is what we are seeking in the material from each world, from each other. And it's going to lead to frustration because nobody has that divine love. Divine love is only with God and His saints. Only they can give us. And we are expecting it from the material world. So here, that love which is defined in simple terms as to give and only give and not expect anything in return. Have you ever experienced this love? In the world, हम किसी को मुस्कुरा के देखते हैं तो हम आशा करते हैं ये भी मुस्कुरा दे हमको. छोटी छोटी बातें हमने आपका जन्मदिन याद किया, आप भूल गए. It's always give and take, you see. And over there it's no expectation. And who do we learn from? How to love God? So the answer was given by Naraji said, Yatha Brajagopika. Learn from the Brajagopis. Their love was pure. They loved Krishna only for the sake of his happiness. Of course, when we keep that as a goal, I want only your happiness, then Shri Krishna returns that happiness a millionfold to us. We don't need to worry about ourselves. We just need to worry how to make him happy. What should I do? This is pure love. So, it's all a lot of detail in this and no time. But yes, we've got the biggest example for us, Prem Mandir. It was built with this intention. Pure love. It's a personification. Manmay Swarupa Prem Ka. So, and Prem is Radha Rani, Ladini Shakti Paramasar. Tara Prem Naam, the essence of Ladini Shakti of Shri Krishna is Prem. And the form of Prem is Radha Rani herself. There's no difference between the two. She uses power, wish power, Prem. And Prem binds Shri Krishna, and therefore Shri Krishna serves Radha Rani. The reason behind it is because she's love energy. That's why. So, love is something that binds Shri Krishna himself. We have a beautiful composition over here. Today is Gopi Prem Day. This is the name Maharaj gave to Valentine's Day. So we all know it as Gopi Prem Day because it is from the Gopis. They are the highest platform, the Gopis. Even Brahma practiced penance for thousands of years to attain their foot dust, but he couldn't get. That is where the pedestal of the Gopis, the highest platform. So this is Gopi Prem Day and learning to love from them. And love is the force that binds Sri Krishna himself. We have a beautiful composition here. The meaning is also there. So we will just quickly, because compositions by such supreme divine personalities, there is a sweetness. There is a very special power, divine power, a devotional power within each word of these compositions. So when we repeat these words, we'll slowly and steadily start experiencing the sweetness of that love which binds the Lord himself. Albelo hamaro yaar, prem ke bandhan mein albelo. Albelo, Radhe, albelo, hamaro yaar, prem ke bandhan mein, albelo, hamaro yaar, prem ke bandhan mein, nahi jaat samaj mein, yogin jai. Nachat ta thai, nachat ta thai, Brajnarin ki Radhe, Brajnarin ki Radhe, खोजत वेद विचार जी, खोजत वेद विचार जी, बनी यशुमती के सुत खान दे, बनी यशुमती के सुत खान दे, बंदे उखल में राधे, बंदे उखल में प्रेम के बंधन में comparison of that opulence, his true form. And what happens to him in the world of love? He comes down to this level that the gopis make him dance just for a little butter. And just look at this, his mother ties him to the mortar. He who liberates us from Maya is saying to Maya, please, please release me. Mukti do mukti michati. So the tables are turned. First we are crying to be liberated. Now he is crying. He is bound. And we are liberated. So Brahmand Ananta Hi Pad Jai. Brahmand Ananta Hi Pad Jai. Chorat Mukh Kauri Bal Tei. Chorat Mukh Kauri Bal Tei. Bale Ghoda Bale Ghoda अब जग सब जग संहारत जी अब जग सब जग संहारत जी धर्मपत विषुमती की सांडिन ते धर्मपत विषुमती की सांडिन ते धनी लीला Kripalu Sarna Prem ke bandhan Hari Leela Kripalu Sarna Prem ke bandhan Lebelo Lebelo Hamaro yaar Prem ke bandhan Love binds him, so we desire to love him. This love which binds him, it is perfect love which those souls have attained after practicing devotion. So initially, the love which we practice is sadhana bhakti through meditation and chanting. And then when the heart becomes pure, you attain that love which we have sung just now, which has been described over here. So what do we ask for? We have asked for always the material world. Now on this day of Gopi Prem, all we ask for is that divine love. Please bless me with that, and I want to serve you. Jai ho mere Guruvar, Jai ho Radhavar, Jai ho Guruvar, Jai ho Radhavar, Jai ho Guruvar, Jai ho Radhavar, Jai ho Guruvar, Jai ho Guruvar, Jai ho Radhavar, Jai ho Guruvar, Jai ho Radhavar, Jai ho Guruvar, Jai ho Radhavar, Jai ho Guruvar, Jai ho Radhavar. De do prem nishkam, de do prem nishkam, aur de do seva. और दे दो सेवावर, प्रेम निष्काम और दे दो सेवावर, प्रेम निष्काम और दे दो सेवावर, दे दो प्रेम निष्काम और दे दो सेवावर, दे दो प्रेम निष्काम और दे दो सेवावर, और दे दो सेवावर, और दे दो सेवावर, मेरे प्यारे गुरुवर, मेरे प्यारे गुरुवर, दे दो प्रेम निष्काम और दे दो सेवावर, दे दो प्रेम निष्काम और दे दो सेवावर, जय हो गुरुवर, जय हो राधा, जय हो गुरुवर, जय हो गुरुवर, जय हो गुरुवर, जय हो बोलिए भक्ति और रसावता जगद्गुरुतम श्री कृपालु महाप्रभु की जय, प्रेम मंदिर की जय, श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय, लाडली लाल की जय, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे. There is a program tomorrow morning. You'll be informed about that. So please do come. But meanwhile, if there is any other program or some early appointment you have, so we can spend about 10 minutes on question and answers if you want to ask anything right now. So 3 days, you have heard about meditation. I think I've covered most of the points, but nevertheless, there's always something or the other that is in your mind which you'd like to ask. So you're welcome to do so.
Like if somebody is already doing some mindful meditations, so is the Roopdhyan can be completely replaced? Like can I leave those meditations which are giving some physical or mental level benefits?
Well, these have been mentioned in our books as well. You can still start with that because to get the mind to a settled position, there's no harm. Start with that, but the main meditation is what I've talked about, this Roopdhyan meditation. So just to calm the mind or settle it, you can start with that. But the ultimate aim is to come to this, and gradually, when you are well practiced, then you can go straight into Roopdhyan.
And one more question. Sometimes we are in a bhav of sakhya bhav, and sometimes we are into a bhav of vatsalya bhav. So can we like switch into that, or we have to stick to just one bhav?
There was no time to go into detail. I did mention that the highest bhav is Madhurya bhav, where you consider Shri Krishna as your beloved. Now, if we aim for the highest Madhurya bhav, then whenever we desire to, we can go to a lower bhav. But if you stick to Sakhya bhav, then we cannot go to the higher ones, right? So the aim is to, if you have a desire to go into all, then the focus should be on this, because even in the world, a wife, her husband is a beloved, and from time to time when she wants to tell her husband to eat, he's not eating much, come on, eat some more. So it's a Vatsalya bhav of care. And then she's also a friend because they confide with each other whatever they want to. So there's Sakhya bhav as well. So all the bhav are present in that ultimate, the beloved and lover form. So if we aim for that, then we can go into any bhav. And anyway, sometimes the lady also serves her husband. So that's and all is also there. All the bhav are included in Madhurya bhav.
And I want to share one of my experience also. It's been a while since I'm listening to the videos of Maharajji on YouTube, and I must say that you don't not only look like Maharajji, but the way he speaks, like I'm just feeling like Maharajji himself is speaking for me. So this is really feeling from my heart.
Yeah, this is a very lovely experience because it's a connection. Wherever we are today, it's not a question of what we are doing today. Your inclination towards the spiritual side and your connection with Maharajji is something to do with many, many past lives. So that's why you click and this is the experience you get.
I have a quick question. So you spoke about sticking to just one truth. So when we are chanting on the name of the Lord, is it okay to keep switching between the names of Lord? Like if you want to chant on Krishna and then if you want to chant on Radha, like is it okay to keep switching between those names, or is it also recommended that you just stick to like one name?
No, it's not recommended. Whatever absorbs your mind, that's important. It's not a question of one name. Like some people stick to one name, they will stick to the Hare Rama mantra, they may do that. But some people, they like to chant different names because it focuses the mind on that different, because that's the reason why Sri Krishna had so many names. For instance, if you're taking the name of Damodar, so what do you imagine? He's trying to the ukhad, the rassi se bande hue hain aur pet bana hua hai. Then Murlidhar means he's playing the flute. So you can switch it to any name, but mostly Rasik saints, they love to chant the name of Radha. And one more process which I was not able to mention due to lack of time is that whenever we have time, because the mind has got a lot of hard wiring of past lives, and there are certain things we struggle with. We don't want it to happen, but it happens. So the one way to be able to cut through this hard wiring of past lives is to chant the name with breathing. Shri Maharaj suggests taking the name of Radhe, you breathe in Ra and you breathe out Dhe. Whenever you have time, try to practice this. So what will happen is, first of all negative thoughts are cut out. Try it. When we try chanting with breathing, then whatever you've been thinking, all sorts of, future, past, they will be cut off. You're trying to breathe in and out. And the other thing is, because when we breathe in oxygen, right? And the oxygen, what does it do? It goes to the heart region to purify the blood, right? In the same way, the mind is in the heart region. So when we breathe in the name of Radhe, it goes in and it purifies the mind. So the oxygen goes to purify the blood. The name of God goes and purifies the mind. This is the advantage. And then, as I said, because this process that we follow, Sri Krishna says again and again, Satata Yuktanam, Yomam Smarati Nityasha. Do it constantly. Now, how do we do it constantly? It's not easy because we are so busy. So this process has been specified. It's called Ajapajap. That with your breathing, when you're taking the name, breath is something we have to do, right? This is the only thing constant. So if anybody gets practiced in this, then his life is made. Because with breathing, when saints, Rasik saints, even when they are sleeping, we have to have the ears. The name is coming from their breath. It's in their breath all the time. So in the same way, the more we practice this breathing in and out of the name, that helps to purify the mind. If we can meditate along, fine, but if we can't, even this practice is very helpful. Yeah.
Radhe Radhe everyone. Thank you, DK, for explaining to us the importance of Roopdhyan meditation and of repetition of this practice. So to make the repetition of Roopdhyan meditation a bit easier, Radha Madhav Satsang organizes weekly bhajan sessions every Sunday from 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m., including tomorrow as well. And the session tomorrow is especially important because firstly we'll have Bageeshwari Devi to join us as well for this tomorrow's bhajan session. And secondly, it's also Shivaratri and Holi is coming up as well. So we will